So, folks, we gotta talk about Steven Crowder, and I'm not gonna lie, my desire to talk about Steven Crowder is extraordinarily low, of course, as always. But I do think that in the next 15 to 20 seconds, I'm gonna change your mind about watching a little bit of Steven Crowder as a treat, okay? So let me just play this clip or this particular episode. This is uploaded yesterday, and the clip is titled "She Makes Me Physically Sick," and it's him complaining about the "call her daddy" lady. Let's just take a quick look.
I actually masturbate to gratitude meditations. I collect human teeth.
Show to the camera.
Okay.
That's your placenta. And it's in there?
Uh-huh.
And do you travel with that everywhere?
Yeah.
You know when it's really fun to be railed animalistically by a man who loves you?
And Steven Crowder would know all about that. I'm not gonna lie, I watched this much of this and I saw this moment and I absolutely lost my shit.
Fun to be.
It's in there?
Uh-huh.
And do you travel with that everywhere?
Yeah.
You know when it's really fun to be railed animalistically by a man who loves you rather than someone who's actually using you. Speaking of a short lifespan.
I just wanna ask, Steven, how do you know that? How do you know that that's actually fun? Is I feel like that's something you could only learn from experience, Steven. Wooga indeed. But let's just take a look at this, okay?
A short, unhappy lifespan. I don't like doing this. Just to be clear, I really don't. And this is why people here, when I have stories pitched to me, when stories aren't coming from me, like, you know what, we think you might have missed this. I know it's going to be something that takes a piece of my soul away from me. And that's how I feel every single time I have to watch the Call Her Daddy podcast. Now,
I'm just going to say, I'm someone on the left, and I've never watched or thought about the Call Her Daddy podcast outside of a handful of times it's been mentioned. And even then, I haven't watched it. So I do have to wonder, because Call Her Daddy isn't a relevant podcast to me in any respect. How is this like a routine occurrence for you, Steven? Did you just Google the word daddy and you found your way there and it made you mad? Is that what happened?
I'm going to get into the specifics here, but here's the macro. And by the way, thank you for the raid, Dan. We appreciate it. Welcome, viewers. It's very important, especially if you're a parent, to know what is directed at your daughter. You've been told to fear the Manosphere. You've been told to fear red pill. You've been told to fear toxic masculinity. When the truth is, I mean, the enemy...
Why does he have to watch it? I assume it's because he has some kind of Clockwork Orange scenario going on where every day he's strapped to the chair and forced to watch episodes of Call Her Daddy. I assume that's why. They can't be any other reason.
Is in the house. All content that is directed, self-help content, nearly all, and I mean close to 100%, directed at women from women, is bad. Really bad, and I mean...
Can I actually make an addendum to that? Almost all self-help content, like 99.999% of it, is bad. Almost all of it is bad. Almost all of it is a goddamn scam to fleece you of your money. That's it. Like, straight up. Doesn't matter if it's like by women, directed at women, or by men and directed at men. Like, it doesn't matter who's doing it. Like, the overwhelming majority of it is just bullshit to separate you from your dollars. That's it.
Corrosive, I mean soul-destroyingly bad. Put it this way, whatever it is that if you're a Christian you follow some of the Abrahamic faiths, I'll even include Muslims here. Some
How open-minded of you, Stephen. You'll even include some Muslims. How magnanimous.
Cases. Whatever advice it is, whatever prescriptions God asks of you, the female-centric podcast Advice Space tells girls to do the opposite.
Oh, of course. Of course. The female-centric Advice Space, that one's run by Satan. You've got the godly world, and then you've got the female advice space spreading sin and deceit across the lands. I can't. It's so silly.
True story. I once bought a self-help book to overcome procrastination. I read the introduction, admitted it made sense, and never finished it.
Oh, God. I mean, that is very funny. Guys, you should take relationship advice from Steven Crowder. I'm sure he's very successful in all of his relationships. Don't Google that.
Always. If you follow...
That doesn't work for me either!
If you're religious and say, okay, you should be modest, don't be modest.
Deep
if
cut.
It's, hey, you should preserve your virtue, give it away. If it's, hey, finding a good man who will lay down his life, you will find what is good. It's, you don't need that. Shun that. Find.
Yeah, dog. That's what, you know what? That's what they talk about on those female advice shows. It's all about, oh, you found a man who's willing to lay down his life for you? Nuh-uh, girl. Not today. Treat him like garbage. Get rid of him. Bye. Like, what are you talking about? That isn't what they talk about on those shows at all. There is no advice show on the planet that is like, oh, your husband is great and would literally die for you and do anything for you. Leave him, girl. That's dangerous. Like, no, they're not saying that. I can't. The demonic interpretation of lady shows is wild to me.
Charlie, shun the non-believer, shun.
Shun. Charlie, shun the non-believer, shun. Sake Tanuki, thank you for the 5 tier 1 subs. Very much appreciated. And also, as always, the deep cuts.
A bad boy. Have fun with them. If it's...
Wait a minute. The girly advice shows aren't telling you to go find the bad boy. What are you talking about? No, don't find a man who's marriage material. Go find the baddest boy you can. You know the ones. Have you seen the movie Grease? They dress up in biker jackets, black leather jackets. In fact, someone like Steven Crowder could call them leather daddies.
Hey, you know what? A relationship, a marriage, it comes with healthy expectations, responsibilities. They say, if he has any expectations, he's a narcissist. If he did it while he was single, he should do all of that himself. You're not some kind of employee. Every piece of advice that you would give to young women from a Christian perspective to improve their likelihood of successful, stable, long-term relationships and mental health. The advice space created by women, directed at women, says the opposite.
And Steven Crowder would know, because Steven Crowder knows what women want and would never treat women poorly. Never, ever. Don't ask his ex-wife about that.
And unless you're on top of it, your daughter hasn't got a chance. That's why it's time for the latest installment of Call Me Daddy.
Oh, he shoots.
I feel like we're getting so many good sound clips out of this. I feel a little bit spoiled. Call me daddy. Ritualistically rail you.
Threes on and off the court. And I'm like,
professional.
don't love your job. Job your
Women
love.
and our bodies and our looks.
It's because of male desire.
Can you off enough?
I'm sorry, you're so obsessed with this show that you have... How is this real? How is this real, dog? How is this an actual graphic that you had your employees make for you. It's genuinely really embarrassing. How have you watched Call Me Daddy so many times that you have and need a graphic for it? You made an entire intro for this. Why?
Now, here's the thing.
Perfect response.
I know we're going to get some people like, you know what? I don't like it when you cuss.
Wait, maybe he made this segment because he lost custody of his kids. I forgot about that. I forgot that the inciting incident for his ex-wife to get a divorce was that he wanted her to put potentially toxic medicine on their dog while she was pregnant with his twins, and he was smoking around her. Yeah. Maybe he just genuinely wants someone to call him daddy because he doesn't get to see his kids. I
understand it. And, I need to work on that. But I'm about to tell you some things that are far worse. And you need to understand that this is not age restricted.
Right.
This is...
I do have to say, this is by far the most divorced energy I have ever seen Steven Crowder manifest. And that's saying something. That, like, this is an achievement. This is like a breakthrough achievement. Like when you hear about some kind of lab in America making a new breakthrough around fusion energy. That's what we're witnessing here.
Young girl friendly. So Kesha, fresh off of her It's Out tour, appeared on the latest Call Her Daddy episode titled, and if you have kids, you probably don't want them watching this. I'll give you a countdown. 3, 2, titled Serve Cunt and Prevail.
Oh no. A show for adults that has a swear word in it. It's such a bad word that Steven Crowder is willing to say it on his show.
Hey, I'm going to stop off my Tits Out tour to do the Serve Cunt and Prevail show. That should be an indicator. Now, when I tell...
I can't believe they're actually bleeping the word tits. Man, conservatives are such snowflakes, dog. Like, I know a lot of people are offended by the word cunt because, like, it's a really taboo word here in America to say a slang word for women's genitalia. But, like, other places on the planet, not that big of a deal. Not that big of a deal of a word. And, like, he's afraid of both these words. He's, like, treating them like they're magic spells that will, curse him.
I tell you that every time I watch the advice doled out, that a piece of my soul...
Kids over 15 know what serving cunt is. Okay, but the thing is, Steven Crowder is deathly afraid of cunt, okay?
Leaves my body.
And anyone who serves it.
Body. That is not hyperbole. I mean it, and
I'm sorry. When you see someone serving cunt, your soul leaves your body, and that is not hyperbole. Steven Crowder is the most in-the-closet conservative currently active in the political space. And I say that knowing full well that Nick Fuentes is out there somewhere, you know? This man, but like Steven Crowder, my God, is on a different level.
Feel bad about myself, and I don't think that I have that much more to give. Let's go to Kesha's first dishing, where she talks about how she now masturbates to gratitude meditations.
Now I actually masturbate to gratitude meditations.
You're lying to me.
I love Kesha. Good for you. Like, good for you, girl. You know what? Also, you know what? Some people just need to be called good girls, okay? Like, some people need to be good girls. Some people need to be called good boys. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, I'm sure Steven Crowder, if someone called him a good boy in a deep, husky voice, would instantly come. Okay? That's just the vibe he gives off. He gives off the vibe of someone who would instantly be destroyed by a dom. Alright? And, like, there's no shame in that. No shade towards Kesha. No shade towards Steven.
Certainly am not.
Kesha? They're like, breathe in and be grateful.
It's don't knock it till you try it.
Honestly, everyone, Let me just say, those downloads on the gratitude ones are going to go way up.
Remember when I said I started every day with a gratitude meditation? Right.
Are you okay?
No. No, I'm not.
No, guys, he's not. He just had to look at 2 women passing the Bechdel test, and that was completely unacceptable for Steven Crowder. He can't watch movies that pass the Bechdel test, guys. He will die. He has a heart condition.
I'm not okay. So we've combined, I get it, everybody does it, sexual degeneracy with completely meaningless popcorn pseudo-religion packaged as though it's going to provide some sort of fulfillment.
It's not that crazy. I do the same thing with Gallagher tapes.
We know, Josh.
Yeah. Oh.
Sake
Definitely
Tanuki.
straight.
Definitely straight. Just had to gasp and stare into the camera for a full minute after watching a woman talk about what she likes. Oh no, this is scripted. Wait, do you think they actually scripted this? Also, Sake, thank you for the 5 tier 1 subs if I did not say that already. If this is scripted, it's genuinely terrible. Like, if this is scripted, that adds an entire other realm and facet to how bad this is. Why would they script it? That's an excellent question, but like...
It's not that crazy. I do the same thing with Gallagher tapes.
We know, Josh.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, okay. I mean, like, the camera cuts...
We know, Josh.
Yeah. Oh.
Josh, you can't be doing this in here, man.
Shut up, Gerald! I'm about to finish!
No. Where's Sam? Sam! HR Sam!
Now that was scripted. But like, is the joke just their coworker is masturbating at work? If so, okay, but why the transgender side? Other than bigotry. He was jacking off, that's the joke? Yeah, but like, gross men at work do that in the bathroom already. They don't feel compelled to go into like a different bathroom to do it.
All right, look, we all have our flaws, but here's the thing. We're not advocating it. We're not advocating it.
No, the sledge-o-matic's it's my thing.
Yeah,
no, nobody advocates Gallagher.
It's his struggle, and he's working on it, and we're very proud of you. You made some good steps.
Zero progress.
Need a watermelon.
Let's think about this, and people will make fun of it. Oh, you old prude. They'll say boomer. It's like, yeah, it's probably not a good idea to masturbate all that often. Hypocrite, just to be clear, okay? All men are in the 20th century.
Okay, so... I'm sorry, what makes it uniquely gross for her to talk about her masturbating habits, but not uniquely gross for you and your entire studio crew to talk about it and do it like a sketch about how you're fucking yourself at work? Like, how are you, like, you immediately gave up any kind of attempt at a moral high ground here.
Okay? It doesn't mean you're a hypocrite. It just means that you fall short of your standards because men have strong sexual urges. But the reason that...
But not women, though. Women don't have those strong sexual urges. Women around Steven Crowder would never have strong sexual urges.
To be fair, we are all jacking it currently.
It's true. You're all riverboat jacking. You're jack maxing, as it were. That's what the kids call it. That's what all of the 18 to 25-year-olds say when they talk about watching this show. That's nailed it. Nailed the joke, nailed the reference. You all laughed. We all had a good time.
We have the prescription. Hey, you know what? It's probably not good to engage in pornography, to masturbate. Now we know physiologically as well, because not only is it corrosive to your soul, but it desensitizes you.
Oh my God. When I say that I went into this blind, I need you all to understand, I did. I had no idea what a treasure trove of comedy this would be. I had no idea how much telling on himself we would experience in this one Steven Crowder segment. He's going to promote nofap. He is promoting nofap. He's like, well, when you masturbate too much, you lose sensitivity. And it's like, I mean, you might be doing it wrong. Sounds like a skill issue, Steven. That's all I'm saying.
It makes sex more difficult. It's
I'm dying. I'm dying. Masturbating, it just makes sex more difficult. What the hell? I have never seen a man openly embrace a level of sexual mediocrity like this. It's truly incredible.
an easy release, and so sometimes you'll seek that out rather than the more rewarding experience of sexual intimacy with a
amateur baiter. Oh, Sake Tanuki, thank you for the 2 tier 1 subs. But also, like, I'm sorry, his argument. Oh my god.
Don't laugh. Steven can't risk sex being even more difficult. It's already nearly impossible for him to get someone else into the bedroom with him.
Extremely divorced man is very concerned about masturbation.
But also, like, if you masturbate, it will become too easy for you to masturbate. And then you will no longer seek out having sex because sex with yourself will be so easy and readily available. What I've never heard this argument in my life. And the idea that he's like, I genuinely, and I was in like deep into fundamentalist Christianity for like 15, 20 years, guys. Like, I have never heard if you masturbate, you will lose interest in having sex with other people. I've never heard that. Also, and I can't believe I have to point this out, having sex and masturbating are different things that feel very different. They're not comparable. And also, masturbating doesn't stop you from having sex. And if it does, you're doing something wrong. God, you know, maybe we need basic sex ed in this country, not just so that people are competent and safe when they have sex, but just so that they don't fall for bullshit like this. Also, Becoming Tanya, thank you very much for the 5 gifted memberships. Very, very much appreciated. Thank you so goddamn much for supporting the show.
Video, but I haven't heard that.
True, not smart. Thank you for the $5 dodo. Oh my god. This is incredible.
Real partner. And by the way, that doesn't mean that it has to be rose petals, and sometimes you just gotta, I get it. It's fine. It's fine.
You gotta what?
The point is, you can get yours, but it's fine. It doesn't mean that it has to be rose petals, and sometimes you just gotta, I get it.
What was that gesture supposed to mean?
And by the way, that doesn't mean that it has to be rose petals, and sometimes you just gotta, I get it.
Yeah, like, was he trying to do fisting? Like, I'm very sexually liberated. I have no idea what he's trying to do there.
It's fine. It's fine.
You gotta what?
The point is, you can get yours, but it should be with the person you're committed to.
He might as well play the anti-masturbate propaganda film Stan showed in American Dad.
True. I mean, this is why he's good friends, I think, with... I think he has an association with John Doyle, who did, like, an anti-pornography thing, like, 2 or 3 years ago that we went over.
And then we talk about how everyone has a God-shaped hole.
I cannot. You can't You can't be throwing that phrase around right after. No, stop it. How you fill your God-shaped hole is none of my business.
You, watching, young woman and man, but we're talking to you. You have a God-shaped hole.
Yeah, as we all know, women and men both have God-shaped holes. It's located approximately below the cleft between the cheeks.
You are not going to fill it with bullshit meditation while flicking the bean.
No, you're going to fill it with a dildo that you bought from a store that makes sure it has flanges, okay? It is very important that when you fill that God-shaped hole, whatever you fill it with has flanges, okay? You don't want to go to the emergency room and have the doctors pulling out something from your God-shaped hole, okay?
How's your God-shaped hole doing, Jack?
My God-shaped hole right now is doing great, okay? I eat a lot of fiber. I, make sure I shower consistently. I exercise. I make sure I'm well flexible.
The G&G spot stands for God-shaped.
You guys, saucy, each and every one of you.
It's going to lead to a lonely, meaningless life if you actually see that as a productive practice. It's very different to go, I have a problem. I was, I saw the old, I watched some old Batman reruns and Julie Newmar looked Adam West's face, and so I ended up spanking it in the bathroom. These are just examples. And you go, but I don't feel good about it. That's very different from proudly going, I masturbate to meditate.
Wait, so the only difference is that you should be ashamed of yourself as opposed to... you should be ashamed of yourself and live in constant guilt as opposed to, just exist and, talk openly and honestly about yourself in an adult space. I don't know. This feels very weird. Be guilty. Feel the guilt coursing through you. What the fuck?
Read the Bible and close your legs. Here's the next thing that she thinks is really...
the cosmic gateway to enlightenment. Let go of your earthly tether. Enter and become wind.
He's a shame jerker, huh? Yeah, of course he is. He probably gets off on it.
Cool. Me. She collects teeth.
No.
I collect human teeth.
Let's talk about that. What's going on?
Well, so I've been collecting them for a while now.
Okay.
And I make art out of them. I have my cats had to get their little teeth taken out because they were, I don't know, their little kitty wisdom teeth.
Wanted the teeth.
Too. Mm-hmm. I'm like the tooth fairy.
And didn't fans used to send you their teeth?
Yeah. No, they still do.
And did you ask for that?
Yes.
What? How did that come?
I tweeted it.
You said what?
Can you send me your teeth?
Just send me your teeth. Good morning. Hit me up.
Love you.
And what did you want to do with the teeth?
Well, so I make art. I make jewelry. I've made a crown, a headdress. I made a belt.
Can I just say something real quick? And this might make me seem weird. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. She genuinely let her have hobbies. She's not getting the teeth unethically. And I'm just kind of yeah, that's deeply weird, but also there are a lot of things that are deeply weird. Collecting Star Wars action figures that you're just going to leave in their boxes and sit on a shelf. That's also deeply weird. But I don't have any judgment for people who do that. And kind of in a similar vein, I think people who get really into taxidermy, I think that's weird as fuck. But also, none of my business. It's none of my business, and you can have your hobby. That's fine. I only find it weird as fuck because I'm creeped out by taxidermy, and I'm scared of them in the same way I'm scared of creepy dolls, in that in the nighttime and in the darkness, I'm a little worried that they're going to come alive and do a Toy Story in the worst possible sense. As opposed to okay, she wants to make jewelry out of teeth. All right, that's fine. People have been making jewelry out of teeth since the dawn of time. So I don't know. It's better than George Washington's dentures. right? Like, she's getting these teeth a lot more ethically than George Washington got his. Tell you that much. Wait, you're scared of dolls? I'm scared of old porcelain dolls. I think they're creepy as fuck. Old porcelain dolls, American Girl dolls, I'm afraid of them. I think they're scary. I don't think I'm alone in this.
Whores. I don't know how long I can.
Are you okay?
No. So this is the thing too. It's this look at me culture. It's an attention economy with women. Very rarely when you tune in do they talk about defining characteristics that will build up your character, that will form somebody of meaning, of purpose. This is cool social cred. I collect teeth. And what she's trying to do is find her thing, right? Find her identity, because it turns out people don't want to really hear whatever 30 or 40-year-old talking about brushing their teeth with Jack Daniels. It's no fun anymore. It's not cool anymore. And this is the big problem, right? These same women, they have the attention of young women when they are young and impressionable. They give them the worst advice at that point in their lives, where it's, hey, go experience yourself with 4 years of glorified alcoholism and party and be promiscuous, right? You saw the host of this show saying, give it away on the very first date.
Yeah.
And then when women get past that point.
I mean, you can give it away on the first date. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes you want to give it away on the first date because you're not interested in a date number 2. That's okay. He just invented a person. He's not. The issue is he's pretending to be mad about Kesha on Call Me Daddy, but he's not even really mad at Kesha. He's just mad at the concept of women existing. Like, he's just mad about women in general.
They don't want to face their own demons, and so they give more worse advice. You know what you should direct people to? Well, maybe now you should start living for other people. You should start esteeming other people first. You should start serving other people. Perhaps get involved with the church. Perhaps find some kind of a matriarch in your life who will actually teach you how to be a lady, hold yourself accountable for your bad decisions, warn other ladies. Instead, it's, look at me. My identity now is I collect teeth. And she doesn't just collect teeth. She thinks it's really cool to keep this thing with her at all times.
Wait, the thing you're carrying isn't a tooth, right?
Oh no, that's my placenta.
What? Where's that? Where did it go?
I lost my placenta.
Oh, it's in your ass.
Oh my God, where is your placenta? You
Placenta
were holding
plug.
it. Maybe it went down into the crevices. We'll get it after.
It's in here somewhere.
You were holding your placenta earlier.
Yeah, I brought it in. So your placenta supposedly gives you second sight. Helps open your third eye. This is according to my mother. So she stuck
Who's
it
also
in
an
the
idiot.
oven.
Yes.
She put it in a box. And she found it when I was like 21 years old. In the
Ever hear of
basement.
expiration
We had to, fight
dates?
for my placenta. My mom, they tried to take my placenta away from her at the hospital, and she fucking threw a conniption fit.
And she fought for it.
She fought for that. So now
I gotta be honest, Kesha is fucking funny as hell. Like, this is deeply funny to me. Like, she's just like, how'd you get those teeth? I asked for them. I was just like, send me your teeth. And people sent me teeth. Like, honestly, I'm here for it. I'm here for this energy. I'm here for, my mom fought for my placenta. And now I carry it around with me. Opens my third eye. Like, I think I honestly vibe. I don't believe any of that shit. I don't believe anything about magical placenta powers. But I do think, you know what? It is kind of funny and like interesting that she's like walking around with a piece of jewelry with her placenta in it. That's weird. But also, like, it doesn't hurt anybody. You know? Like, there's nothing about what she is doing that affects anybody else in any negative way. Like, Steven Crowder's just over here essentially complaining about this lady's accessories. This lady accessorizes in a way that I don't like, and she talks about having sexual desires. And I don't like thinking about women and sex. Like, Steven Crowder's just over here being mad that, like, he's seeing, like, a sexual adult woman who accessorizes. And honestly, that is maybe the gayest thing about Steven Crowder.
I carry it around.
She's
Put
a
it in the
warrior.
oven,
Yeah.
wrapped it up in a box, stuck it in the basement. We found it. Throw it in the blender. Pop it in a necklace. Work.
Throw out the blender. Art.
Found it.
Oh, give us a little show to the camera.
Okay.
That's your placenta, and it's in there.
Uh-huh.
And do you travel with that everywhere?
Yeah.
What does it bring you?
I just feel like it's like
You
I
feel
love a
it.
good ritual, right? Like I'm a cult leader. We all saw in the photo.
Go to church on Sundays.
And I just like I love a ritual that
I love that they're all like heckling her, and like they all like Steven Crowder ritualistically for years had like himself strapped as if he was about to go into a gunfight, you know, like as if Steven Crowder doesn't carry out different masculinity ritual shit for himself, you know, when it comes to his accessories. As if Steven Crowder and each one of these guys isn't like someone who would absolutely wear like a cross and attribute like some kind of supernatural significance to that. And like they're all yucking it up when like she's doing basically the same thing and like also not being a dick about it.
reminds me
You don't even know.
this like
Just making it up.
esoteric world I prefer to live in.
You can't be okay.
I'm not.
No, we can't do this to you anymore.
I'm not. I'm going to look like a podling who's been fully drained.
What?
Look, there's something very telling there. Very telling. I need tradition. Yes. Yes. Human beings need tradition.
That's not what she said. She said she likes a good ritual.
Human beings need to feel like they are a part of something greater than themselves. That's something that is in us. It's part of the human condition. Anything to avoid that, Jesus.
I do have to say, I think that point is bullshit. I don't think people need to feel like they're part of something larger than themselves. I think that's just like some delusion of grandeur shit. Like the idea that you need to be, your existence needs to be, you know, more and bigger than and beyond yourself. I think it's just some like ego gone amok, you know? Like humility would benefit you, my dude.
Christ, though. Third eye opened up. Here's the thing, too. It's like, you want tradition? They want a little mysticism?
Oh yeah, Drax's storm scale. Like I'm not on board with any of her ideas, but like it's no skin off my nose if she is, you know, finding fulfillment in that.
Go through the Christian prescription. There's tradition, there's a hierarchy, there's spirituality. The problem is it comes with accountability. The problem is it comes with duty. The problem is that it comes with responsibility. Here's the flip side of that. It actually comes with results. We know when the Bible says, our God tells us, don't live an incredibly promiscuous life. That's not good for you. We know now that the more partners a young woman has, the more promiscuous they are, the higher their divorce rates, the less.
Oh, damn, Doug. Throwing your ex-wife under the bus. That's just cold.
Likely successful relationships are to be.
Also, the reason he's talking a lot about how women behave and their divorce rates is because he wants to dodge responsibility for being the one that his wife had to flee. You know?
The worst mental health outcomes they have. And by the way, it's dose dependent. It's number of partners dependent. They're more concerned.
It's number of partners dependent. Wait, Steven, pop up a chart real quick. How many partners before it's a 100% divorce rate? Like, if a young woman has 100 partners, is she guaranteed one divorce? Steven, we need to know. You can't be holding out on us like this.
On the left and the feminist left, they are more concerned and more upset with men's shows out there asking women their body count and asking the women, do you think that factors in to a good man choosing you? That's offensive. That's an invasion of privacy. You shouldn't ask that. That is more problematic than talking about a third eye and placenta and collecting teeth. They like nonsense. They make their identity built around nonsense, so long as they can avoid accountability and responsibility. And misery loves company. That's really what it comes down to.
What's incredible is that Steven Crowder has somehow managed to master the art of sounding like Bill O'Reilly, despite the fact that he's half Bill O'Reilly's age.
The women's advice podcast space self-help book, it's women who are miserable statistically. That is the most likely scenario. Women who've been sleeping around their whole lives, who either aren't married or haven't had children.
Okay, as somebody who knows quite a few women who've slept around their whole lives, or have slept around a lot, most of them are pretty happy. Like, this imagined world where, like, all these women who have had multiple sexual partners, now they live in abject misery forever. Like, actually, they don't. They're doing pretty okay. They're actually having a pretty good time. So I'm not entirely sure where he's getting this, other than projecting his own misery at being the most divorced man ever.
Who are still out clubbing, they have 50 cats, they're collecting teeth and placentas. They're very, very unlikely to be happy. But
they're very unlikely to be happy. Kesha seems pretty happy.
From community, but it is about support, connection, and an enriching give and take. It is not sacrifice for some nebulous greater cause. He loses this idea.
Yeah, of course. Because his idea isn't predicated on concept of community. It's predicated on the concept of, like, you need to be part of the church and part of God because God is bigger than everything. It's not. He's trying to push his religion. He's not trying to actually push the idea of just community as a concept. Because, of course, from the things that these women are saying that enrage him, like, they don't have anything to do with community. He's just like, you spit in the face of God, wench! And, like, that's it. That's all he's got.
They're going to give your daughter advice to go down the exact same path they did. By the way, it's not a placenta of hers. She has no child. She's absolutely not.
It's her placenta that from her mom to her. Do you not know how placentas work? Sorry, I don't have patience for AI music.
Yeah, well, what about your driver's license?
I don't have one of those either.
You can't get a driver's license?
No, I can get one. I just don't like the bureaucracy. I don't like standing in lines.
You sound like a liar, which is like one of the worst things to be, even worse than a thief. Are you a liar? How do you pay for things, liar?
I use Rumble Wallet.
What's Rumble Wallet?
Oh my god, this is insufferable.
Remember yesterday, like, Joe Rogan's an idiot. And you'll see these women, they'll go, this stupid manosphere. Okay, let's assume that all the advice is bad. I will say, I think Andrew Tate's advice as it relates to relationships, I think it's bad. I think the idea of sleeping with a lot of...
Whoa. Criticizing man advice shows? You just told us that was unacceptable. That was ungodly. Steven, you need to know your place, sir. You can't be criticizing men. That's unacceptable.
Off by a placentimeter.
There's a lot of blood here. What could it mean? The placenta bandit has struck again. Sake, thank you for the 521 subs.
Women, I think it's horrible.
Yeah.
Okay? Doesn't mean that I hate Andrew Tate. And the good news is, he's a grown-ass man, so he'll be fine with me having a disagreement and not take it personally.
That's crazy, because two women utterly unrelated to you were talking to each other, and that seems to have enraged you, and you seem to have taken that very personally. Like, this woman collects teeth and carries around a piece of jewelry that you don't like, and you've taken it very personally, and you're very mad about it. And you wrote in the newspaper that you're mad. You published this on your channel, dog.
Disagree with that. I guarantee you he'll be okay with it. Andrew and Tristan Tate, you know that I disagree with it. Here's the difference, though. Even though they have bad advice, okay, these women have horrible advice. It's a wash.
Pemper, thank you for the 10 jewels.
Andrew Tate was a competitive kickboxer, and he's wealthy. You look at someone like Joe Rogan. I disagree with Joe Rogan's stance on a lot of drugs. I don't think that it's as mind-opening as he says. I think you're probably opening your mind and your heart to some things you probably shouldn't be.
Like demons. Like the demons.
Rogan is in his 50s and is in world-class shape and was a first mover with a podcast. Andrew Huberman doles out some advice, and I go, maybe he should have double-checked that a little bit more, and I understand some of the criticisms. Huberman is in unbelievable shape and was a doctor and is incredibly accomplished. These women have none of those positive qualities. Those two women sitting there have not had to work hard physically. They have not had to build a business in the same way from the ground up. They have not had to...
What are you talking about? Kesha's like a pop star. It takes a lot of work to be a pop star. She has to do the choreography. She has to like maintain like her body and her ability to perform. She has to foster a talent that continues to sell. Like, what are you talking about? She hasn't had to work hard. Not only that, you've got like her entire business around her music that she helps to manage. Like, also just want to point out, Kesha did get almost a perfect score on her SAT. So just like she's also not like as Steven Crowder would have a lot of people assume, just kind of like a flighty moron. She's extremely smart, actually, and talented. Like, I don't know, seems very obvious to me that like she's got a lot going on and it takes a lot of work and talent on her part, but you know, that's just me. And yeah, also there's a lot of stuff about like you know, her sexual assault. Like she's been through a lot and worked hard to get to where she is. Okay? And I don't think she comes from like some kind of prestige family. Or maybe she does. I don't know. Her mother, let's see, on Wikipedia it says her mother, singer-songwriter who co-wrote the 1978 single Old Flames Can't Hold a Candle to You with Hugh Moffat for Joe's Son, made popular by country music singer Dolly Parton. Yeah, so she was born to a single mom who raised her and her brother on welfare and food stamps. And yeah, it doesn't really seem like she was raised with a silver spoon in her mouth on that one. So yeah, I think it's fair to say Kesha worked pretty hard to get to where she is. I have no idea about the Call Her Daddy podcast. I don't know who's Alex Cooper runs this. Oh, okay. I guess Call Her Daddy was bought by Barstool Sports, and that's what elevated it. Now, I don't know what the deal is with that, but Brett Cooper's cousin, I don't think related to Brett Cooper. I think just unrelated, same last name. And I don't know if it was bought by Barstool Sports because her dad is a TV sports producer and there's like a connection there, but either way, like, I don't know, she's doing something right to have like millions of views on her podcast or whatever.
Who hold themselves accountable. They don't have an audience that will hold them accountable. If Andrew Huberman or Andrew Tate or Joe Rogan became mushmouth.
Well, no, Barstool Sports bought the podcast in like 2017. And since then, like, her podcast has gone beyond that and is now owned, I think. Holy shit. Sorry. In 2024, Cooper signed a $125 million 3-year deal with SiriusXM. Oh my God. That is an insane amount of money. Good God. All right.
And fat, guess what? Their audience would leave them because they have some expectations of excellence, even if I disagree with the advice. There is quantifiably more effort put into improving themselves than masturbating to meditations and collecting cat teeth.
Well, yeah, but those weren't the questions. Like, I'm pretty sure if you asked Kesha, how should people improve their lives, her answer wouldn't be collect teeth. Like, that's clearly not advice that she's giving other people. She's just talking about what she likes. Honestly, the level of social illiteracy going on right now on Steven Crowder's part is insane. And I think relatively revealing as well. Like, it's revealing that this is just rank, essentially bigotry, misogyny. Because, like, that's what he's saying is just not what they were saying.
Can you agree with that? But it's the toxic manosphere. If you take away the advice...
Yeah, I mean, it's the toxic manosphere that's telling, like, men how to, like, that you should treat women as, like, your mom, or, like, and have them do all your shit for you. Or you're telling women that, like, nah, you need to be barefoot in the kitchen all the time in order to please your man. Give up your career and pop out his babies. Blam, 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 you know? Or, like, the manosphere that is out there being like, yeah, bitches are bitches, and you need to get as many of them as you can, like Pokemans. You know? Like, it's the manosphere that is telling men that women are lesser than. That's the problem. There's nothing about anything that Kesha said that denigrates anyone else. At least in the clips that Steven's shown. I don't know, maybe there are clips of her shitting on men for the entire rest of the show, but I have a feeling if that was the case, Steven would be showing those clips instead. This is just bigotry.
You don't like, every single one of these mainstream or popular male-centric shows is definitely advocating for becoming physically robust, strong, healthy, grooming, being as attractive.
I mean, a lot of them do advocate for grooming. They talk about ideal fertility ages. Like Matt Walsh over there talking about the peak fertility age being in the mid to late teens.
Doing the most with what you have. Achieving financial independence. Right? Setting a plan for your life. Going out and actually following that plan with discipline. These are all good things. They may offer some bad advice as well.
Yeah, and maybe the criticism geared towards those shows is predicated on the bad advice that they give, Steven.
These women don't do any of that. Everything is I feel. And here's another one. Former Call Her Daddy guest, Charlize Theron, who also is very likely to end up alone and miserable, gave some advice to a comedian on a subway.
So what's your take?
Whenever
God, Charlize Theron, what an icon.
a guy says, I would like to make love to you.
It's an ick.
It's such an ick.
100% agree.
Yeah, you don't get that that's an ick? Just the dry heave, the little dry heave that comes with it?
This could be multiple things.
There's a lot to unpack, but actually there isn't. It's just very simple. Don't f***ing say it.
Don't say love making.
Because my vagina closes up.
Yours closes?
It's true.
Somebody's shocked.
Yeah, a real
All the
lady.
ladies know what I'm talking about.
Well, what is it? What is it about the word love making that is such a turnoff?
Suggest intimacy.
I don't want you to make anything with me. I want you to do something with me.
Oh, do things.
Yeah, let's do it. Like, well, don't say that either. That's f***ing lame.
What can I say?
Just fuck me. Like, honestly, that's it. Like, just say that.
Honestly, I'm Team Charlize on this one, okay? Like, I think the best way to illustrate the point I believe she's trying to make here is that, like, in the year 2026, if man comes up to you and says, I want to open up your flower. I want to open up your flower and sniff it. I want to take you in. I want to experience you in all the ways. Like, that's, I think, the ick that she is talking about, you know? Open up your flower to me. It's just kind of gross. It's just kind of gross. And, you know, some people that might work on. You know, if you are going to your monthly Society for Historical Anachronism like event, maybe that would work. You know? Maybe if you are going to like the Ren Fair and like you are in character as a smarmy bard, maybe that would work, you know? But like these are just some very niche examples where maybe the chances of success on that approach would go up. Okay?
$5 for you to never say that shit again.
Thank you for the $5 super chat. But I will say, like, there's a big difference between that and, like, let's just go fuck.
Your clam must contain an amazing pearl is better than that.
I didn't Sake Tanuki. Thank you for the 2 tier 1 subs. Yeah, that kind of thing works on only a very specific kind of woman. Exactly, Bama Saberwin. Right? And I think she's very correct. You know, a lot of girls, you know, and again, you have to feel it out based on the type of girl you're talking to, but a lot of girls, they just like want you to be like, let's fuck. Like that's it. It doesn't have to be like a flowery, euphemism-filled, verbose exchange. You can just keep it clear and to the point, and then let your body do the talking, you know? I don't know.
$6 to say all that shit again right now.
Nah, I'm good. But thank you for the $6. Oh, God.
I know I'm not alone in this, okay?
That's so cool.
Okay.
She's not.
I need to take a couple of seconds here.
Do you have any more pieces of your soul to give?
No, I don't.
I guess we know that Steven Crowder is the kind of guy who's like, I want to make love to you.
I don't. I understand what she's saying there, but this is also really sad.
Do you? Because I think you're about to launch into a bunch of words that indicate you don't understand what she's saying there.
Yeah. A lot of women who were, you know, sort of browbeaten into being prudes. Sexually, there's a reason that a huge percentage of women have quote unquote rape fantasies. Now, it's usually.
You'd be floored how well. Hi, how's your night going? Works.
It's true. Like, you can walk up to some people and then they're like, you say, hi, I'm Jack. How's your night going? And then suddenly they turn it around on you and they're like,
not only can you take a load, you can take the ultimate load.
And you're just like, oh my God, okay. Now we're cooking.
A wealthy suitor with a six-pack, not a crackhead from Somalia.
Usually.
But the reason for that is because there is something, a woman wants to feel desired. And so the idea of being ravaged, right? In other words, I get it. Sometimes it's not, oh, make love and light candlelight. Sometimes you want to feel like that man. And this is okay, women. You want...
People are aroused. I haven't seen people so aroused in a very, very long time.
I'm really glad that Steven Crowder has given all of us women permission to have sexual attraction.
To feel like that man can't control himself because of this carnal, just unbridled attraction to you that he...
What the fuck did Somalis do? Why does the right keep going there? Because they're racists. It's not complicated. They are just racists. They are racists who have discovered that in their circles, Somali, it's okay to denigrate Somali folk because they are viewed as more acceptable targets for the racism that they feel towards every black and brown person. Like that's it. It's just seen as an acceptable vehicle for their racism. And of course, it's not, just to be perfectly clear. Also, Mealy Bun, thank you very much for subscribing. Appreciate you.
can't keep his hands off of you. Yeah, that's in you. That's okay. That's fine. That's healthy. Here's the thing. You know where you are safest to actually express that and experiment? Once you're in a relationship with someone who you know loves you and is going to be there the next morning. It's not guesswork. It's enjoy.
I mean, none of it should be guesswork. You just talk to your partner about what you want to do. That's why getting consent is so important. That's it. And that's why consent is important the first time you agree to have sex, and it's important every time you agree to have sex. You can experiment all you want as long as there is consent from both parties. You don't need necessarily to be in a committed relationship to experiment, though you might want to be to develop a sense of safety. But you can, in fact, just experiment with one night stands as long as you have that clear and direct communication.
Enjoying each other in a multitude of ways. I am not saying that everything has to be lovemaking. Women who are in long-term relationships who maybe did it the wrong way, hey, here's your chance, comment section. Give advice to young women. Hey, you know what? You know when it's really fun to be railed animalistically by a man who loves you rather than...
Steven knows all about this, ladies. He doesn't need your input on this one. Unlike Sake, I have nothing funny and clever to say. That's okay, Mithril. We love you anyway.
Someone who's held animalistically. Hey, you know what? You know when it's really fun to be railed animalistically by a man who loves you rather than someone who's actually using you. It's okay to feel being used on a carnal level, meaning the man he just everything about you is sexually attractive. He's going to it's okay. That means that you do it for him. I get it. I understand it. By the way, men feel
Of course you get it and understand it, Steven.
Of course.
I'm dying. Oh. Yeah, he gets it. It's all, yeah. He's right there with us, ladies.
The same way sometimes. That's why, you don't see men get furious about the kids who end up sleeping with their teachers, because we're like, we get it. We know that he's not complaining. His friend ratted on him.
Oh my God. Steven, you immediately come and you're like, yeah, and men don't get mad at pedophilia. What the fuck? The twists, the turns, the self-reports. My God. This entire thing. Oh my God. Yeah, us men, we don't get mad about students sleeping with teachers. Like, what the fuck?
What the hell is going on with these people for reals?
With their teachers sometimes. That's why, you don't see men get furious about the kids who end up sleeping with their teachers, because we're like, we get it. We know that he's not complaining. His friend ratted on him.
Do you think that Steven realizes that he just said men are totally fine with pedophilia? Do you think he realizes what he just said? Men never get mad about pedophilia when it's a boy sleeping with his teacher. Like, wow.
Understand how it works. No one here is saying you have to, but when you live your whole life and you have no meaningful relationships and you stay away from intimacy and it's devoid of meaning, guess what? That's when you feel dirty, and that's when it comes with the bad mental health outcomes. So let's go through the advice if you were to follow what they tell you. Masturbate to gratitude affirmations that were generically created by AI on an app. Collect teeth. Carry your placenta around. Make sure you tell everybody about it. Give it up on the first date. Avoid Christianity and the accountability, but New Age spirituality that provides no actual solutions or any type of prescriptions. Feminism is great. You should hate men. That brings you to misinformation.
That isn't even... Like, he's now materializing points that were never made in any of the clips that he showed. But I do want to say, any of the things that he's listing as negatives here pale in comparison to the fact that he just out loud, without any semblance of recognition of what he said, talked about how men think it's acceptable for to be pedophiles. And yet he's continuing to talk as if he has any kind of moral high ground whatsoever. When he, not only did he just say, well, like, oh, men believe that it's fine to be pedophiles, but he was like, this is why men are okay with pedophilia, because men just are inherently wired for it, inherently wired like that to accept pedophilia. I don't know about you guys. I don't think that's true at all. I actually have a much higher opinion of men than that. But like, this is deeply gross.
And you'll live a happier life. Sure, you'll probably die alone or 3 times divorced, but you know.
Man, you are the last person on earth who should be talking about other people being more divorced.
You know what? At least you'll have a lot of attention. A lot of people are going to take note of your collected teeth and placentas. Also, just in case this seems like you're a little bit self-absorbed, don't worry. Just call everyone else the narcissist.
My guy, you literally on screen right now have 2 different things with your name on it on either sides of you. Got the Crowder in big neon lights behind you, and you're lecturing other people about being self-absorbed because they went on a podcast. Okay.
By the way, how much you want to bet that all these women, their ex-boyfriends, the ones without
Oh, sorry, 3. That's right. It's below the
teeth, the ones who weren't carrying around placentas, the ones who weren't talking about masturbating to meditations. How much you want to bet it was those boyfriends who were narcissists, or if they actually were self-conscious, reverse narcissists?
I mean, just real quick here, do want to point out that, you know, Kesha has had some problems with her ex-boyfriends, just as an FYI. Yeah. In October of 2014, Kesha sued producer Dr. Luke for sexual assault and battery, sexual harassment, gender violence, and emotional abuse, and violation of California business practices, which had occurred over 10 years working together. And eventually that got thrown out because the rape allegations, one that had occurred in 2005, the other in 2008, had only 5 years statute of limitations for each one. So I think maybe she's aware of predatory individuals out there, bud.
I had a narcissistic boyfriend.
I dated a narcissist for nearly a decade.
You are always asking about narcissism, and we throw this term around a lot, but does anyone actually know what it means?
So I can tell you the exact moment that I realized one of my ex-partners was a narcissist.
I actually suspect that he's a narcissist.
Why are you look at how widespread people talking about narcissistic boyfriends is. That's why we had to find a bunch of social media clips from 2022 about the topic in 2026.
No narcissistic man in the history of the world has ever treated a woman right.
Is there a narcissist in your life? We discuss the red flags
listening to one
of narcissism.
Would also attract narcissists.
I thought I'd just come on here and expose my narcissist ex-boyfriend.
Oh, they're narcissistic. I don't want to date them.
I realized at the end of the relationship that he was a narcissist.
Give step-by-step instructions on what to do if you decide you need out of a narcissistic relationship.
For 42 years.
As we all know, no man has ever done anything wrong. No man has ever done anything wrong. It's true. A lot of people won't tell you this, but anyone who tells you that men have done anything wrong, they are just man haters. It's true. Andrew Wilson has opened every jar of pickles he's ever opened. In fact, it's something of a superpower. Google Andrew Wilson pickle jar to know the truth.
I was married to a man who believed he was the center of the universe. Back then, we didn't call it narcissism.
Your boyfriend is a narcissist?
You guys run into...
I gotta be honest with you, showing a bunch of clips of just random women online complaining about narcissists, and then acting really offended at this concept really seems like a self-report to me, bruh.
This? You guys run into someone like this where, I don't know, they're collecting teeth or placenta, or they're out clubbing all the time, or they go out to parties and girls' trips and don't tell you about it, and then you actually have some expectations or boundaries or some type of moral prescription, and they tell you that you're trying to control them because you're a narcissist. Well, they broadened the term of narcissism, by the way, and 75% of actual diagnoses in borderline personality disorders are women. So, hey, women, find a better place to get advice and don't keep destroying your soul. This has been Call Me Daddy. Let's just go. You know how to join up. We have to go.
That's right, women. You should all listen to this man, Steven Crowder, who's an expert on all things ladies.
Go to Rumble Premium because I've gone over time. If you're not a member, you're going to go watch Haley Coronia, but I don't have it in me anymore. I don't have it in me.
Why did he cite BPD? Genuinely, I have no idea, because BPD is not not narcissism. It's very genuinely bizarre. I gotta be honest, this all just strikes me as a petty thing that he put out there because maybe his ex-wife listens to Call Me Daddy, or something that he put out there because his ex-wife has accused him of being a narcissist. It kind of seems to me like all of this is just him shadowboxing his ex-wife because he's that kind of freak, you know? On top of also, he's deeply in the closet. And I think him being in the closet and shadowboxing his ex-wife makes this entire thing make so much more sense as a segment that he would do. It would make sense. True. Thank you for joining me on this journey. Steven Crowder is definitely fallen off quite a bit. I don't know if he's continuing to fall off over on Rumble. Let's just take a quick look. Yeah, he's doing pretty okay on Rumble. I know that he's one of the most viewed channels over on Rumble. Yeah, he gets 1 million views per show over there. But his YouTube audience has fallen off a bit. The video we just watched has below 100,000 views, though. You know, he's doing better than the Daily Wire, though. I'll give him that. He's doing much better than the Daily Wire.
But is he far enough in the closet to have seen Narnia?
No, because if he had seen Narnia, he would have been getting it on with that twinky little goat man. Sake Tanuki, thank you for the 5 tier 1 subs. Also, something Aslan, deep magic penetration, something. There was a joke there, and my brain just didn't come up with it fast enough. Professor Tumnus could do way better than Steven. Maybe so. Anyway, folks, if you got anything out of that, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the follow button, do the button thing, leave a comment. Comments longer than 8 words really help in the algorithm for whatever reason. And also, get organized. Join your local Dems, join your local DSA. Go to the meetings, get organized, because we live in a time of political turmoil and we need to be organized lest we all be swept away by the shifting tides. So, all that being said, if you need help getting started, join our Discord and reach out to GamerG for help with DSA, reach out to Dragonfly for help with your local Dems. And last but not least, folks, check out ImogeneOlivia.com, gender euphoric lingerie designed from the ground up for trans femmes, also tested with cis men, cis women, non-binary folks. It is comfy, it is sexy, it fits, and it's non-tucking lingerie, so go check that out, ImogeneOlivia.com. There is a link down in the description, and let's keep on going.
Riverboat Jack is coming to town. All the viewers gather around. Twitch and YouTube and swishy streams. All that content is bursting the seams. Politics, dating, and plenty more. Your sense of fashion you'll adore. So grab your stuff and hop aboard. We're going straight to Jack's Discord. Riverboat Jack.